In the 4th century BCE, the Greek city-states, once the dominant forces, were locked in near-constant conflict. This disunity created a gap that was soon filled by a rising power to the north, Macedonia. Under King Philip II, Macedonia had become a formidable military machine. Its army, based on the innovative Macedonian phalanx, stood in stark contrast to the traditional hoplite armies of the Greeks. The Greeks, long accustomed to autonomy, viewed this northern kingdom with suspicion and some disdain. This tension would eventually boil over at Chaeronea. Philip II's ambitions extended far beyond the borders of Macedonia. Through diplomacy, subterfuge, and military might, he brought several Greek city-states under his influence, which increased opposition to him from some states. Athens and Thebes, two of the most powerful cities, formed an alliance to deter what they saw as a Macedonian invasion. They assembled their armies near Chaeronea, a city in Boeotia. They hoped to finally put an end to Philip's expansion. The Athenian leadership had some experience, and Thebes had an impressive fighting force. This was not a conflict between equals. In 338 BC, the armies met at Chaeronea. The Greek forces, positioned on high ground, initially maintained a defensive position. Philip positioned his phalanx in the center, designed to hold the line. The Macedonian left flank was led by Alexander, his 18-year-old son, and he positioned his elite companion cavalry with him. This proved to be the decisive factor. The Macedonian phalanx pressed hard on the Greek center and began to push it back. At the same time, Alexander led his cavalry in a devastating charge. His troops struck through a weak point in the Greek formation. The Greeks were now in disarray. The Battle of Chaeronea was a complete Macedonian victory. The Greek alliance was shattered, and thousands of Greek soldiers lay dead or captured on the field. Philip, instead of destroying the Greek cities, established the League of Corinth, a federation of Greek states under Macedonian leadership. This created a semblance of unity, but under Macedonian control. This was the end of Greek independence. It also laid the groundwork for Alexander's later campaigns. Chaeronea marked a significant shift in power, setting the stage for the Hellenistic era. The victory at Chaeronea solidified Philip II's position as the dominant power in Greece. It demonstrated the military prowess of the Macedonian army and served as an early display of Alexander's brilliance. It was a transition of control and a preview of what the world would be like under Alexander and the empire he would eventually forge. Chaeronea remains an important site in ancient history, revealing the end of one era and the beginning of another.